off and running on the second leg of this 180 card journey, and welcome back to the Nintendo Super Power Club Challenge channel with Bill, your host. Today we're looking at Daffy Duck the Marvin missions on Super NES, and this is card number 114 in the collection. So this game, Daffy Duck, is one that I really never played until very recently, I gotta say, and looking back on it, I gotta say it was a pretty fun game. I really wasn't into Looney Tunes that much as a kid. I was more of a Nickelodeon guy. I always loved all the, Nicktoons and Rugrats and things like that, all the game shows they had. Looney Tunes were okay. They just weren't really on par with Nick, in my opinion. But anyway, getting back on track. Very fun game, good side-scrolling platformer, very difficult in certain spots, but definitely worth your time if you never gave it a shot back in the day. Let's go ahead and check out what we're doing. And as we look at this pro level challenge, it states, can you get through the end of 20,000 Martians Under the Sea without using more than one life for the pro challenge? So first of all, if you've never played this game and you don't know what that entails, the level in question here is the second level, so you will need to play through the first level, which is actually pretty tough considering it's the first level of the game. But once you get through it and you get to this level, the way you beat it is to really just play it over and over again and know the stage layout, know where the enemies are, know how to deal with the bosses, and know what weapons to use to deal with various bosses and sub-bosses. And we're going to make sure that we show you all that lovely stuff and then a few more things. Definitely a little bit more difficult than it sounds, but with time and preparation, you too can get this one done. Alright, sit back and relax and watch Daffy Duck the Marvin missions on Super NES. Here we go. Okay, before we jump into this level, there's a few things you want to know about things to buy. First of all, your fuel. Fill that up all the way with money that you presumably have. Also, with this weapon here, make sure you got at least 20 shots. You technically only need 10. Get 20 just to be safe. That red gun in the top right, fill that up as far as you can. Get at least 50 shots, maybe a little bit more if you can help it. Doesn't hurt to have one of those nutty nuclear attacks also, so get what you can. The rest of that stuff really doesn't matter, so you spend it on whatever else you want to, and here we go. Alright, now, you've probably seen people speedrun this game before. It goes very quickly, but we're going to go nice and slow for anyone who's never played this game, which is probably most of us. First part of this level is not very tough. You just have to remember to watch out for the landmines. There is no time limit here, so you can take your time. Don't do anything dumb like that. And the first section of this level should not be too tough. Get through the landmines, and then eventually you're going to get to this section here where Marvin the Martian is going to start flying by with his alien birdo dodo thingamabobs. Just make sure you shoot them if you need to. They only take one shot to kill, just like that. Try your best not to use the jetpack fuel if you can help it, because there will be a section later in this level where you will want that jetpack fuel. Now here's the first sub-boss. You got two dragon heads. Really doesn't matter too much which one you go for, but I would probably target probably the fire one if you can help it. If you shoot the water one, again, it really doesn't matter. As long as you do, I believe it's 4 shots with the regular gun, you got to do that 3 separate times. So 12 shots total on one specific head. If you want to try one of the more powerful guns, you can certainly do that. It really does not matter. And the nice thing is, even if you take damage, your life is automatically refilled to the maximum when you go to the next section of this level. So it really doesn't matter if you get hit 20,000 times, as long as you complete the level with at least 1 hit point left. It doesn't matter, and that's going to take care of level 2-1. Alright, here we go, 2-2. You're going to go ahead immediately, hit start. This is the map. You can go ahead and use the map to your heart's content here, and that'll show you where to go. Now here's a blowfish. They take 7 shots apiece. Once you hit them 5 times, they will blow up and start charging you, so be aware of that. Be very careful here. This is an easy section as long as you know what's coming up. When you get down here, very quickly jump over to the left. Use your jetpack briefly if you need to. Duck while you're shooting those things, because oftentimes you can just completely miss underneath whatever they fire at you. And as we continue over, we're going to keep on heading left. There is a submarine that will drop depth charges there, I guess you could say, so just be careful of that. You don't have to worry too much about taking damage here, because there are plenty of health power-ups, as you're going to see. I will show you where a couple of them are. There's one coming up here to the right, so you come up here. There's a little octopus, squid, whatever. Just get the health power-up, go back over to the left this way. And we're going to keep on moving up and over this way. Basically go as far, horizontally to the left as you can. Try not to go up or down, because that'll make the level more complicated. Try to follow the path I am showing you to the letter. Go straight down. You'll have another squid here. Go over the hole. Be very careful, and you're going to have another sub-boss here. Switch over to the gun I'm showing you right here. It'll take 10 shots up at that wheel. Shoot it 10 times. and eventually the crushing walls will go out of the way and you'll be through with this level. If you don't have enough ammo, you're going to be in big trouble there and you'll end your run. Alright, this is probably the toughest section of the run. Go over to the left, stay on these little platforms here, go over. Duck as you shoot this thing if you can help it. Keep moving on over. We're going to tiptoe a little bit if we can. Really doesn't matter if you go down there or go over, you got to go down at some point. Again, try to duck and shoot this little thing right here. Keep on moving. Now you're going to have to take out this blowfish as you get rid of him. Kind of small, right? Duck and shoot the other way. The force of the shot will push you through. Don't bother killing these things, just run straight through. As long as you have a couple bits of health, you're fine. There's a health power up, see? It doesn't really matter. Keep moving over to the right, going on down, and now you're going to move left here. Careful of the depth charge mines here. You're going to try to jump over this if you can. If you can't, not a big deal. There are a couple health power-ups to get you through the next section, I believe, coming up soon. Keep moving to the left. Just keep on moving. And you're going to go all the way over to the left. And here's your next health power-up in the bottom left-hand corner. Just pick it up. Use the jetpack to boost yourself up here. Don't bother with the platform section if you can help it. Once that's done, keep moving over to the right. You're going to have a few more enemies here. Again, remember to duck and shoot these things. Have yourself a much easier time. You can jump and shoot this one. You have no fear of getting damaged with this enemy right now. Go ahead, jump and shoot, and continue to move. You're going to have some enemy blobs dropping down from the ceiling. Don't bother trying to shoot them. Just stay out of their way. I suppose you could shoot them if you really wanted to. Take out this enemy here. Once it's done, you're going to go over and jump on this platform to the right, and for some reason my controller is failing epically here. You're going to jump up on the platform. Now here, this can be a difficult section if you don't know what's coming up, but honestly, you don't even have to worry. Just keep running. There's a health power up. Not a big deal, right? Alright, you're going to continue moving over to the left, and believe it or not, we're basically done with section 1.2 with one little place left to go. You're going to have these ceiling barriers. They'll come out from the left and the right. Take note of the patterns here. Make sure that you shoot them on the far end where they hit the walls so you don't take damage. Do it just like this. And eventually you're going to get all the way up to the top and you're going to be fighting the boss of world number 2. Now you're going to want to make sure you have the mine shooter here, which is the completely red gun, just like this. The way this is going to work ideally is you're going to use the jetpack, go straight up to the top of the screen, and then blast him with the red mine shooter if you can do it. Unfortunately, as you're going to see, sometimes you will run out of fuel, so there is a danger of using too much jetpack fuel earlier on in this level. But it's not the end of the world if you do run out, because these little enemies down here will drop jetpack fuel for you. So if it happens, don't worry, pick it up, switch yourself back over to the red mine shooting gun, and I believe it's either 5 or 6 shots. Yes, 6 shots will do it, so get yourself up there as quick as you can, plaster him with the mines, and just like that, that's all it takes. I would say the toughest part of this level is the level itself, not really the boss. So that takes care of challenge 114. Not too difficult, but it's in the books, and we are going to get ready to do Lolo 3. Yes, it's coming. That is the next video that you will be seeing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.